What is going on, guys? Football Recaps here, and today I am back with another college football prediction video. And today I'm going to be talking about the UCLA Bruins going on the road to face off the Oregon Ducks, Chip Kelly's former team. It's crazy to even think about that he's with UCLA, and they are currently undefeated. And hey, hats off to Oregon too, because they're 5-1, and they're also undefeated in conference play. As we all know, that they got destroyed by Georgia in the first game. But other than that, they've been rolling ever since. Bo Nix has done a great job so far this year. And so the new head coach, not too bad either. So this is a huge game for both teams. Could potentially, if Oregon beats UCLA and they're ranked 12th, they could be bumped up to top 10. Or if they win all the way through, they could potentially go to college football playoffs. And then UCLA, if they win all the way through, they could potentially go to college football playoffs too. So either way, it's kind of crazy to even think about. So both rankings, as you guys can see right there in the front, both rankings will probably change on Monday, so they probably are not the accurate ones from the past Saturday. But man, Saturday was crazy. There were so many crazy games, up-tempo games, basically no defense. And shout out to Tennessee for beating Alabama, because man, that was awesome. Just for Alabama to lose, because I do not like Alabama. But anyways, all right, let's go ahead and go through. This game will be played on 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be played at Oregon. So this is a big game for Oregon, also a big game for UCLA. And this will be the game on the line for both teams, potentially trying to go to the college football playoffs, and for UCLA. All right, so the matchup predictor has Oregon with a 71.3% to UCLA's 28.7%. So that is your matchup predictor. Of course, probably because they have more advantage because it's at Austin Stadium, or I guess that's how I pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but at Oregon, so it's going to be a tougher environment there with the Ducks. All right, so season leaders, we have Thompson Robinson, or DTR for short, 122 completions to 163, 1,510 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So pretty good for a quarterback. Bo Nix, transfer from Auburn last year, has done an exceptionally well job this year. 5-1, 3-0 conference, so not bad at all. 131 to 186 completions to attempts, 1,526 passing yards, and 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Not bad at all. All right, so for UCLA, we have Charbonnet. If I pronounce the last name wrong, I am sorry. He has 87 carries, 615 rushing yards, and 6 touchdowns. Irving for Oregon, 60 carries, 429 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. Also, USC lost last night on a crazy ending with Utah, so I'm happy they lost too, but that actually kind of hurts the Pac-12 from potentially trying to go to the playoffs this year. But this will be UCLA's tough matchup as well. All right, so Bobo from UCLA, 24 receptions, 385 receiving yards, and 5 touchdowns. For Franklin from Oregon, 27 receptions, 429 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns as well. All right, so lastly, the team stats. We have points per game. UCLA, 41.5 to Oregon, almost similar, 42.0. Points allowed per game, kind of crazy, almost similar as well. UCLA, 22.7 to 28.8. All right, total yards on offense, 505.7 compared to 512. Oh my gosh, this is like almost even compared to both teams. 512.5 total yards for Oregon. For yards passing wise, UCLA 294.2 compared to Oregon's 270.8. Rushing yards allowed, or not allowed, my bad. Rushing yards on offense, 211.5 compared to Oregon's 241.7. They are more of a running type team compared to UCLA. So yards allowed, we have 344.8 for UCLA, and we have Oregon 373.3. All right, so passing yards allowed, we have 245.8 to Oregon's 275.3. Rushing yards allowed, 99.0. Oh my gosh, almost similar to Oregon's 98.0. All right, so I like to base off my predictions on the team stats and then who UCLA or Oregon has played. UCLA has played some pretty tough teams. They beat 11 ranked Utah at the time. They beat 15th ranked Washington, Colorado. Okay. Meanwhile, Oregon, Arizona, they beat them pretty handedly. They beat Stanford pretty handedly. They beat Washington closely, and then they beat BYU. That was a good upset for them. So this is going to be a tough prediction because I like Oregon. I don't really hate UCLA either. So this is going to be a tough matchup. I think I'm going to go probably. It's at home. I may go with Oregon by 3 points. They're going to upset UCLA. But I could be totally wrong, and UCLA could win. But this is going to be a tough prediction, so I think it's going to be a really close game. It's going to be a high up-tempo type game. Another one of those back-and-forth games as well. My gut is going to go with Oregon by minus 3 points against UCLA. That's just how I feel. Oregon is a tough environment to play in, especially if it's like a primetime game. But UCLA is really good. They've beaten really tough ranked teams. But my mind and my gut is just telling me to pick Oregon in this game. And if you have a different opinion, please let me know in the comments below because I love looking at your guys' comments on my channel, on my videos. Please just express your opinion on why you think UCLA or Oregon should win this game. All right, guys, full recaps here. Hope you all have a great day, and see you guys later. Peace out.